I'm Sparkmaster Neon, and this week's about giving it your all. So what it means to me is about fully committing yourself to everything you do so as to avoid regrets, achieve more, and strive for better. It's about, no matter what, giving everything that comes at you, everything you've got. Because if you've given everything you got, you don't have a regret in the world because you did your best. And that's all you can expect of yourself and others, is that you do your best. When you give your all, you find everything gets easier. Because more energy makes things more easier, naturally, right? And the outcomes you want, you get them more frequently. Others see the drive you have and appreciate that, and they want to be around you more because they know they can count on you to give it whatever you have. 100% you're good because you're the guy who sits there and gives it everything he has, whereas some other people may be just going at a snail's pace, which means they're going to be more likely to appreciate you more. Like an example for me, I give this channel everything I have. And if I didn't, how could I be proud of what I'm doing? How could I be proud of reaching out to you guys, trying to inspire you and everything I do? I mean, and the best way to give things your all is it should be a mindset. You should get up every day with the knowledge that you are going to give this day everything you have. No matter what life throws at you, you're ready to meet the challenge. Like how we talked about last week, the path to success is forged in fire. If you give it everything and you're ready for those challenges in front of you, you can just punch right through and get it done. And if you give it your all, it becomes that much easier. Even a little. Like, even if your best is, let's say, all you can do is get up that day. That's the best you can do. You're not feeling it. It's just a bad day. Even getting up out of bed is something. It's better than nothing. If you don't give it any energy, you're not going to get anything in return. So the point I'm saying is to give it everything you have. Hype yourself up if that's what you need to do. But get out there and do what you believe in. You owe it to yourself to push for the best. I mean, even my videos here. My videos are only as good as the amount of effort I put into them. And I put all my effort into them because, obviously, I want to give you guys the best I can give. I want to bring my best to the table, you know? And next is, some things require it. Some things in life require you to put everything you have to get them. And they're usually the best things. You owe it to yourself to go for them so you can avoid regretting it. Because if it's something that takes your all and you're willing to give your all, chances are you want it enough that if you don't get it, you're going to regret not giving it more. And regret is, there's nothing worse. I mean, I have a few regrets, and I mean, they will rip you apart. They really will. And I know it can be difficult, but don't give up. You give up, you're giving up on you. You're giving up on your success, because your success is only defined by the amount of energy you put into getting it. The more energy you put in, the better the result that's going to come out. It's like with money. The more money you give, you're probably going to get something of higher value, right? I would hope so, unless it's something like a gotcha game and you put $500 in there and you don't get the one guaranteed exclusive that you want. And, you know, sometimes it can be cruel. I mean, take it from me, for example. If I didn't give everything 100%, I probably wouldn't be here right now. I defy my negativity every step of every second of every day with everything I have. Because if I slip up even a little, it brings me down. It brings me down harder than anything I've ever faced. I mean, I have a video from a couple weeks ago about things I'm grateful for. I'm not going to lie, I was feeling awful that day. I don't know why. I mean, I have depression, and it was really getting me down, I guess. But and it's funny because after I filmed that video, I felt amazing. I felt 100% better and ready to take on the world because I fought back. Fighting back and giving it all that energy to fight back against it, it just makes the pain go away. If you focus your efforts on one singular goal and you go for it with everything you have, you don't worry about all the stresses that are over here and here. You're going for this. You're giving it your all. You're going straight for it, you know? But darkness aside, it's extremely important. Because if you can't, how can you expect someone else? Like, if you ask someone to do you a favor and maybe, you know, let's say you're like, hey, can you watch my animal? And they decide, yeah, sure, I got you. But you get back home, your house is destroyed, is all ransacked because they didn't really do the job with 100%. They didn't watch the dog completely. They just kind of left it. You know, you can't. But if you do the same kind of thing where you don't give everything else energy, how can you expect them to have done the same for you? You know, you can't expect others to give it their all if you can't in return. Is all I'm saying. Giving it your all allows you to stay ahead and shine brighter than others. Because the more energy you put, the more light you exude and bring into the world. The more energy you put, the farther ahead you get than those who are lazy and decide they only want to give it 50%. They're halfway as far as you are because you gave it 100%. Those who put in the effort reap the rewards of this world. Fight for the best you can and see where it takes you. You'd be surprised at the good you can find with a little more effort. You know? Anyway, giving it your all is the one thing that a lot of us struggle with, I'm sure. I mean, I have my own problems with laziness sometimes where I'm like, hey, I don't feel like doing this. And then I procrastinate, and then I'm screwed, and it's like, oh no. I mean, like for example, I like to stay 5 weeks ahead of everything. And here I am with New Year. Was it after Christmas and New Year's at my job that was... I mean, New Year's, I work seafood department, and New Year's and Christmas are the two busiest days of the entire year, and I'm still, oh, that beat me up, oh man. But the thing is, I'm here a week before this goes up. I'm here on a Wednesday night, less than a week before this goes up, and I'm filming it because I didn't give it my all. I'm too busy struggling to keep up with it all when... I mean, like next week, I'm going to go and I'm going to catch back up on everything and I'm going to give it my best shot because I'm ready to go back to giving it my all. I'm tired of slacking. I'm tired of holding myself back because that's the person holding me back. It's me. Only I can make the decision to give it my all and strive to bring the best I can so I can be proud of what I'm doing. You'd be surprised at the good you can find with a little more effort. Like, same with me. If I give them as much effort as I can, which I do plan to, it is one of my New Year's resolutions after all, right? And I'm going to go forward, and I'm going to be the best person I can be. I'm giving it everything I have. If you liked the video, you can always subscribe and give us a thumbs up. I'd love to hear back from you. Please leave something in the comments. You can follow us on social media. We have Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And I'm Sparkmaster Neon, so as always, shine bright and live a phoenix tale.